James Corden, I'm sorry, ends final late. He ends his show, I guess, final late late show with a warning for America. Well, they always do that when they're leaving. This coming by Ashley Turner 2 days ago. But we see Mr. James Corden's, tenure on the Late Late Show ends with a cautionary farewell to American viewers. The British, you know what I'm saying, MC host or whatever, you know, hosted his final CBS talk show episode on Friday morning. I guess after I hope you convinced the whole world of some garbage. Cardin sat down, at his desk after, a carpool karaoke special featuring, Adele's and the final featuring featuring several of his favorite guests, including Will Ferrell, and Harry Styles. He told the audience, "I've been struggling to find the words to sum up what this past 8 years have meant to me." We started with Obama, then Trump, then a global pandemic. I've watched American change a lot over these past few years. I've watched, divisions grow, divisions grow. You best believe that. I felt a sense of negativity. Well, first of all, you're a talk show host, so you in the Hollywood and the film industry scene, so you should know the Luciferianism that exists. Mr. Cardenas. And you should know in the last 5 years when you talk about, when we're talking about 8 years, what the 8 years have meant to you, and you say we started with Obama, we just talk about the 8 years have been straight, you know what I'm saying, garbage. And more than 8 years prior, especially when it came to the shit that these cats have done. And then you're talking about some Trump. Nobody got time to worry about your mind frame. What you need should be using a talk show to inform the people about what is to come. But we see Eric Bernard Case Adams wants FEMA to ban cities from busing migrants to New York City as 1,300 arrived just this week. This is coming in by Bernadette Hogan. Yeah, Hogan. I would say Hogan. Emily Crane or whatever, 3 days ago, New York Post. But we see Mayor Cuba Adams wants the Federal Emergency Management Agency to stop other states from shipping migrants to New York. Mr. Adams, why? Why would you want that to stop? Ain't you a demon Democrat? Are you down with the bullshit? Now all of a sudden, what's good for other people ain't good for your cue ball ass. But when y'all demon Democrats was talking about equality, and migrant this and migrant that, and Obama went down there and told the people, they could bring their children and so forth on, and they thought it was all good and sweet while Obama was setting shit up to put on Trump. And then locked them up in cages and took pictures. And then when Trump took over, you said that Trump did it. And then when Trump took them out of the cages and put them in good facilities and so forth, you still didn't give him the credit for that. And then you said that Trump don't like the migrants and he wants to kill them and all this and that garbage piece of shit that y'all chumped up when and then talking about asylum seekers and all of this and that, and you made the whole South America rush to it because you had chumped up over there in South America with them other leaders and the cartels and them to kill and murder the people by the hundreds of millions and drive them out and make them move. And so on and so on. This is no more than a schemical plan. Talking about people all of a sudden since Joe Biden gets in office and even Obama and Hillary Clinton and all of them, talking about a great one was coming. So we gotta begin to prepare all these Greece and form, and that's to stay ahead of the game. Get the fuck out, y'all is crazy, and people are crazy right along with you, talking about a demon Democrat in more ways than one. You know what I'm saying? Why we play this back and forth game between the demon Democrats and Republicans. You know what I'm saying? But we see Mayor Greasy Adams wants them to stop. You know what I'm saying? He wants other states to stop shipping, but I don't see why, because he's down with the greasy ass bullshit. He's just trying to make his greasy bald head look good. As number of asylum seekers arriving in the Big Apple surged to 1,300 over a 3-day stretch this week. Source told the Post on Thursday. You know what I'm saying? They're frustrated. Yeah, greasy head, bald headed Adams, and I don't see why. You know what I'm saying? When you're down there having a meeting with Chinese and getting their money, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, frustrated Adams made a plea during an Intel budget briefing Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? Complaining that the FEMA should crack down on, cities using federal grants money to move migrants to New York for to New York, so the Big Apple doesn't become more burdened by the cost and aid. You know what I'm saying? Well, you should have thought of that when creepy Joe Biden said you had 100 days to get to the border after ramping it. The people over there in El Salvador and Ecuador and, you know what I'm saying, and Guatemala and all these different places that was over there, ramping them up and letting the cartels put some smoke under their ass and so forth and so on. You didn't say nothing then. It was all sweet then. As long as Trump was to be blamed for everything, you know what I'm saying? And at the same time, well, creep Biden and want them to come over here anyway to fill up our country so they could use them for voting power to stay in power as a demon Democrat so they could get their New World Order shit all together, such as what we see going on in Russia and Ukraine, the Russian and Ukraine piece of war that's going on over there. You know what I'm saying? So he ain't fooling nobody. You know what I'm saying? He ain't fooling nobody. You know? So he needs to get out of my face. Head looking like a greasy ass bald headed fool. You know what I'm saying? He ain't saying too much to me. Except the same old crooked shit that he was saying before. But we see a call for return of face masks as COVID variants spread. Uh, how do you expect it not to spread? Whether you're saying it or not. On the return of the mask, to me, is just another fake and funk and a part-time punk. You know what I mean? Because in any situation, you don't do that. But they figure this will make people, saying to them slow. But you can't expect something that isn't there. This is posted as a dragon. This is common sense that you should be using as an adult. Because if it was truly in a horrendous point of tragedy based on, you would have to fend for yourself. So you better start understanding that now. By Martha, you know what I'm saying? I guess her name is Hardy. Matt Hardy, you know what I'm saying, 2 days ago. He independent. You know what I'm saying? But they're saying that face masks should be worn again in public transport. Experts say, as American, you know what I'm saying, as, as the as the arctosis COVID variant, listen to it, continues to spread. You know what I'm saying? 5 people have died from the strain, according. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. 5 people, you know what I'm saying, have died from the strain. According to the UK, you know what I'm saying, Health Security Agency, you know what I'm saying, while 135 sequences have been detected in the UK. Oh, yeah. UK. You know what I'm saying? Like Como told us when he came in off the ship, but you still bring the people in the harbor. In the UK. So, and there are believed to be around 104 cases in some people, have been sequenced twice. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so far we see that. But like I said, you're gonna see the same pattern because of what has people have admitted to. You know what I'm saying? So once admit means once the door is open. Now that the door is open and it's in, what do you expect to come out? hmm North Korea, oh, maybe I've done the new state over that. North Korea, you know what I'm saying? Kim Jong Un sister says creepy Joe Biden is in a do tag as she criticized nuclear pact. This is coming by the Guardian 2 days ago. You know what I'm saying? The powerful sister of North Korea leader has said her country will stage more display of military might in response to, you know, a new U.S. South Korea nuclear deterrent agreement, and compare creepy Joe Biden comments about it as a non-cynical, I guess, remark from the person in his, you know, dotage or whatever you want to call it. Kim Yo Jong, you know, broadside came after Joe Biden attended a summit with his South Korean president, you know, whom I'm not saying his name, Suk or whatever, yeah, or whatever. When on Wednesday, the U.S. president said later, saying that any North Korean nuclear action on the U.S. or its allies would result in the end of whatever regime took such action, and they need to really think about it. But Kim respond to Joe Biden, you know what I'm saying, was to, you know what I'm saying, miscalculating the responsibilities or no, unscrupulous and irresponsible brave. It may be taken as a non-cynical remark from, you know what I'm saying, from, you know what I mean, the person in his dotage or whatever, who is not at all capable of taking the responsibility for security and future of the U.S. and an old man with no future. She's right about that. Because the nut ain't never had one. He's a criminal and a nut. Anyway, but I have to admit with her. I'm saying he's an old dumb man stuck in his, and this is something we got to stop. And the young people cannot be following behind these old people bullshit. You're too young. You're a young person. You should be thinking in a higher level. This is what you're raised to do. But if you're getting the wrong messages and you're taught the wrong shit, of course you ain't gonna look to African Egypt and Africans at all. Go out there, raid, rob, steal, kill, murder, pedophilia, and sex traffic your people all across the planet. And disgrace your artifacts and your ancestors such as these are. The great gods of the planet. Because you're being stupid. But that's your problem. I'm always going to respect my ancestors' glory. And there's even pyramids under the water, as we see. There's even pyramids under the water. You know? Well, she's right. You know what I'm saying? He's nothing but an old man with no future. But to rob, steal, kill, murder, do all the things that a demon Democrat does. You know what I'm saying? As it is too much for him to serve out 2 year remainder of office term. Kim said, according to the South Korean news agency. She's right in many ways. Okay? But we see the GOP quite winning streak. Quiet winning streak. Quiet winning streak. Okay. But this is coming by the 9 hours ago. Politics and Policy by Josh, I guess Kushner or whatever your last name is, but by Josh. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to miss the big political picture as we see it.